Hi, I'm Wendy Starr with the Lindsay Smyth Group, and this is our backyard. We are going to be doing a backyard transformation over the next couple of months, and I thought I would take you on our journey with us. I'm here with Tracey Smyth from Durham Garden Coach, and she is helping us with this entire project. So, Tracey, you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, basically, I'm a landscape designer and also a good friend of Wendy and Lindsay's, and I've used them many times for buying houses and selling houses. However, in this particular instance, Wendy and Lindsay moved in about a year or so ago, and they're basically looking to transform their backyard simply because they entertain a lot and they spend a lot of time out here. So they want something colorful, but they also want something that is going to be very peaceful for them. So what I've done is I've prepared a landscape plan for Wendy's backyard here. We are going to take that and transform this backyard into a thing of beauty. We're going to use a lot of natural plantings. We're going to extend the garden beds all the way around the yard, and we'll be talking about that in a moment. And we're also going to be putting in some raised vegetable beds.
So let's take a few minutes and I'll give you a tour of our backyard. So, in our backyard, we have some interesting artifacts. That would be our snow blower over here that's completely covered. We also have an area where plants go to die, as well as summer tires for one of our cars. So, Tracey, maybe you want to explain what is going to replace all of this mess?
Well, what we're looking at is taking out the grass that's in this area, and we're going to replace it with gravel and flagstone kind of patio. And then against the fence over here, there's going to be some fairly narrow raised beds. Wendy wants to plant herbs and vegetables. And we're also going to have some small beds that are going to be placed against the fence in which she can grow some herbs.
We have one little small bed back here. So Tracey, maybe explain what's going to happen here in this area.
Yeah, sure. There are some privacy concerns because the area directly to the east of us here, there is a pool in the next yard over, and it has a raised area for entering the pool. And our concern was that although it's not allowed now, perhaps if the house gets sold in the future, it might be a privacy concern. So what we're planning on doing is planting a number of trees, fairly narrow columnar trees that are native trees that will attract birds and will not lose a lot of leaves. Beech trees in particular don't lose a lot of leaves. In the fall, they usually stay on until the spring, so you'll also get some nice winter interest. The hydrangea that is over here is going to be moved over to this area. The beds will be extended out by about 3 to 5 feet. And then across the back, we're going to have symmetrical plantings of various native and ornamental plants and some shrubs. There are a couple of trees that Wendy wants to put in. One is a elderberry, was it?
Serviceberry.
Serviceberry, pardon me.
Serviceberry.
Serviceberry is going in, as well as a redbud, which is also, serviceberry and redbud are both native plants, native trees.
Here, Tracey explained what was going to happen back here in the back. And then we have this area over here where we have our entertaining area and where we have dinner as many nights of the week as we possibly can. So we want to do something to mask this shed a bit, make it a little bit more attractive. So Tracey can tell you a little bit about what we're going to do here in this dining area and maybe create a little bit of another little bit of softening that fence.
Yeah, well, our concern is that although the shed is attractive, we don't necessarily want it to be a focal point for the garden. So the whole point of extending the beds right across the backyard was to keep the eye flowing. And that's going to be continued by extending it on the other side of the shed here, so that there will be plantings in front of it, which will soften the effect of the bottom of the shed, and will keep that eye flowing over. The corner on the side of the fence here, we're planning on planting some Fargesia rufa, which is a type of bamboo that is clumping and not running, so it will be safe to plant there, and it should get to be about 5 to 6 feet tall eventually.
Yeah, so that's kind of what we have planned for this. The project starts tomorrow, and they'll be coming. We have a landscape. We have Whitby Landscaping coming, and they're going to be scraping the grass and removing the grass and taking it away, and they will be digging out the beds as we go through the process. As soon as we can get the plants, I will be doing the majority of the planting myself. That's the part of the gardening that I like, so I'll be doing that, and they will come in and they will add mulch and top dress everything after that. And we'll have this beautiful backyard for our entertaining and our client parties and all the good things that we like to do back here. Is there anything you wanted to add, Tracey?
Not particularly. I'm excited about this project. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm waiting to see it all come to fruition as well.
Yeah.
So.